Well, hello baby.
Good morning.
And what have we got today?
Shoulder of lamb for dinner, because the roast pork was such a success. I thought we'd do roast lamb today.
So we're having roast lamb. We're going to be doing that in the slow cooker, folks, and we're also pulling the air fryer into action again, and also our little gas hob, because we're not going to be using that big expensive range to use.
Oh, no.
So come with us and we'll create this lovely roast dinner. I can hear bells, Sharon.
Is it Christmas?
It will be soon, folks. Okay, baby, so let's do the first thing. You say you want to get this on first.
Well, time's moving on.
Time is moving on, baby. We want a good dinner in front of us.
And we've got a shoulder of lamb today.
Right.
These two bits here cost me £20.
Right, so it's quite dear for lamb, isn't it?
And he said, get the shoulder. He said, it's cheaper.
Right, I wonder if it's a bit tougher as well.
No, because I've had the shoulder before. I've cooked it in this and it's been lovely.
Right, so that's 2 shoulder of lambs there, folks. Just gone in there. No seasoning, no nothing?
No, I never do. I like all the natural flavour. I don't want that flavour taken away from it.
Right, so that's that, folks. Right, so a lot of people ask us about our slow cooker, and although it's an old one, this one is 8 litres. You don't need one that big, but that's what we've got. And for that size cooking implement, it's only 380 watts, I think it is. So again, a nice low wattage item, and just leave it on for a long period of time, and it really tenderises your meat. Right, what's next, baby?
We've just got to get some veg out to prepare the veg. There's no rush for that because this has only just gone on.
Veg is nice and easy. We'll show you what we're doing now. Right, so Sharon's just literally peeled a job lot of potatoes, Sharon.
Yep.
And we're just going to dry them off, folks, because we're going to be seasoning them up with some oil and salt and pepper. And if you don't dry them off, the oil won't stick to the potatoes. So we're just going to dry them off. And what I'm going to do, Sharon, I'm going to Hasselback them. Is it Hasselback?
Hasselback, yeah.
Hasselback them. And for those of you who don't know what a Hasselback potato is, it's basically a potato and you cut slits in it all the way across it, about halfway down, and it looks nice, Sharon, doesn't it?
Yeah, you don't have to take the skin off, you can leave them.
Yeah, but we like them done like this, so we'll just be cutting these down the middle like that. And also, when you're cutting them like that, they cook quicker as well because they've got the slits down the middle. Let's show you how to do them. Get my favourite knife out, folks. One of our subscribers sent us this. Right, let's have a little go in. And all you do, literally take your potato, come down here, baby, right close, let them see what I'm doing. And all you're doing is literally going halfway through the potato, next to each other, loads of little slits, folks. And you'll be surprised what this does to a potato. Keep it nice and straight. You want to go halfway down. And when you go past the halfway line, just spin it round, look, make life a lot easier. And literally just cut down like that. It might seem a faff, but it really does impart. It really makes a difference when you're cooking these. There you go. Now you can't probably see that, but that has got loads of little slits in it now. And what
you'll see it when it's cooked.
Yeah, you'll see it when it's cooked. They sort of open up a little bit, don't they? I'm going to carry on doing these now, and we'll put them in a bowl and then we'll get them seasoned up. Don't I work fast, folks? Hey, baby?
Oh, very, very.
Right, let's get these seasoned up and let's get these put in the air fryer. Right then, baby, so we're just going to put some olive oil, put quite a bit in, baby, because we want to get it all in them creases. And the oil you put on, folks, the reason we do that is that actually helps in the crisping up process. So that's the reason why we put the oil on.
Well, you do that on roast potatoes anyway.
Of course you do. Right, and she's also going to season them as well. We've put the old pink Himalayan rock salt in there, folks. Put plenty on, and we use the cracked black pepper as well. There we go.
And the roasted carrots and parsnips, they will have the same treatment. They will be in oil and salt and pepper.
So that's the parsnips, which we haven't done yet, folks, and also the carrots we're going to be roasting as well. Now, a lot of people ask, what's the times you put these on for? Well, that depends on the size of your potatoes and how thick you cut them. So normally, if we was cooking just normal roast potatoes, we'd be cutting these potatoes in half and maybe even quarters. That way they cook a lot quicker. We're doing these whole, so they might take a bit longer to cook. So with an air fryer, it's all about keeping an eye on the stuff as well while you're cooking it. There is no set time. You've got baseline times. We'll start these off at 200 degrees centigrade and we'll put these on for half an hour and we'll be turning and tossing them over. But when they look like they're going to be fully roasted, we'll also stick the temperature probe in. Don't forget the temperature probe, folks, are your best friends. And we'll see if they're up to temperature in the middle, just like you'd normally stick a knife in.
They'd know anyway when you put that in, the texture.
You can normally press. When you do a roast and you check your potatoes in the oven, you normally stick a knife in or whatever and see if the potato's done in the middle. And the last 10 minutes, so it could take half an hour, Shell, we don't know yet.
It would take quicker if we parboiled them, but I don't want to.
Yeah, you can parboil them, start them off in the microwave first if you want to do that.
I'm in no rush.
We're in no rush and we're happy doing it the way we're doing it. So they'll go in, we'll put them on for half an hour, keep a check on them, and as I said, then we'll do the last 10 minutes, we'll whack it up to 240 or put it on max crisp.
Air crisp's good.
Yeah, 240 degrees centigrade and leave that for 10 minutes and that should really crisp them up as well.
So just cover these, leave them on the side, another job done, you can get your veg done. I'm using mainly frozen veg.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot cheaper.
Yes, that's what we're going to be using, frozen veg this time, folks.
It is full of flavour.
And Sharon's hit upon a good thing as well. When you buy frozen veg, you only use what you use. Normally, when we buy our fresh veg, which we have been getting from our local greengrocers, it sometimes stays in the fridge because you don't always use it and then it ends up rotting in the fridge, doesn't it?
Alright, so today I've got fresh carrots because I'm doing roasted carrots.
Yeah.
We use carrots a lot because when I do stews and things like that, I will have fresh carrots.
Yeah.
I will say that. And
right.
I won't buy frozen onions though, people.
Oh no?
No.
Why is that, baby?
I don't know if the flavour is still there in an onion because it's been frozen and it'd be like watery. So there, I think I'll stick with the fresh
I'll make
onions.
you right there. Okay, so what's next then, baby?
So I put the kettle on.
Cup of tea. Cup of rosy lee, folks. Right, folks, it's about, was it 2.5 hours later?
Yeah.
2.5 hours later. Let's have a little quick look at the meat, folks. As you can see there, you have turned it over, Sharon, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. There's a lot of fat there, so you don't need to put nothing in.
Yeah, can you see that bubbling, folks, in the corner there? So that's why she doesn't put anything in there. So that's rendering down lovely. And how long are you going to give that now? For a bit longer?
Oh, good enough. Couple of hours, easy.
Another couple of hours, maybe. So that's a 4-hour jobby, probably.
Yeah, there's no rush.
Right. Okay, so you're just going to prepare the veg. And as you can see there, there's our potatoes all ready to go with the seasoning on. And that's the parsnips in there and also the carrots, which we're going to also be doing in the air fryer. And you're just preparing the veg, baby, aren't you?
Yeah, I just want to get it done so I can sit down.
So we had some sprouts. These are fresh sprouts, these, aren't you? But in the fridge, in the freezer, sorry, we've got some whole green beans there, which we're going to be having.
That's just the last of them.
Yeah, again, it's just stuff we had, folks. And this is the mixed veg, which we bought. Where did you get this from? Aldi, wasn't it? Lidl. And it's only cheap as well, folks. So you might as well use that. And see, the beauty of it is that you can put the rest back in the freezer, Shell, if you don't use it all.
Wow.
And that medley, it's got everything in. It's got broccoli in, it's got the cauliflower, and also it has got some, oh, hello. It has got some frozen carrots in as well, but you can get it without carrots. You can get just broccoli, florets, and cauliflower. But we find it now that is ideal, and it does taste beautiful as well, just like the fresh stuff, baby, doesn't it? So that's going to go on when? Not yet, it's not ready yet.
No, but when that's coming to the last hour, roughly, then it's time to come out of the kitchen, put your potatoes on, and start to get things going.
Right, folks. Well, we're gonna make up the batter now for the Yorkshire puddings. Now we have done this on our last roast dinner.
Yeah.
And Sharon's method, or what she uses, we've had so many blinking messages say that they didn't realise it was so simple. They failed for years and years, and they've all used Sharon's method. They said they've come out first time, brilliant. So we'll just remind you again how to do these. Right, and all you're using, folks, is plain flour. You don't need self-raising, eggs, a little pinch of salt and some milk. That's all we're going to be using.
Yep.
And the way you measure this is quite unique. Now, when we done our last roast, Sharon, you only used 1 egg, didn't you? Well, this time you're going to use 2 eggs. So you want 2 glasses, folks. And as you can see, the eggs come up to that level there. Now, in this glass, you're going to take your flour and you're going to take that up to that level as well. So if you had 3 eggs in there, you take the flour up to the 3 eggs. But we're using 2 eggs. So she's going to take the flour up to the 2 eggs level. Let me just give it a tap for you, Sha. There you go, a bit more. That do ya? So there you go. That's them.
That level, yeah?
Yeah, that's level. So keep that one, but that one can go into your bowl.
Yeah.
So that's your flour. That's how you know you've got the correct amount of flour.
Salt.
Pinch of salt, yeah. Whack it in, baby. And your milk, again, is going to go up to that level again. So keep pouring. In you go, bit more, go on. Bit more, bit more. There you go. And now, that's it. They can both go into your bowl.
Chuck it all in.
Chuck it all in. And that's it. So the beauty is, you haven't got to worry about this quantity, that quantity. Go buy your eggs, wherever your eggs come up to, depending on how many you're making. And don't forget, we make them in them little ramekins, Sharon, don't we?
Yeah.
And just mix it all together. Show us your batter, baby.
There's my batter.
And there you go.
And you just got to let it rest.
Yeah, just let it rest. That's why she's done it now, rather than right when we need them. And that will make superb Yorkshire puddings that will rise every time.
Oh yeah.
So I'll do your washing up, baby. Don't you worry about that. I'll look after that for you. I'll put that away for you. I'll put that away for you. And you can see how organised it is, folks. Everything's sitting there now, Shal, just waiting for the meat to cook. And within the last 45 minutes, we'll put some water in there. We'll start putting them on low. They'll go into the air fryer. They'll go into the air fryer. And these things,
They'll last.
they're last. And they literally take how long?
About 20 minutes.
Yeah.
15 to 20.
So once these are done, what will you do with them? You'll put them in an oven-proof bowl.
Yeah, stick them in the oven.
And stick them in the oven on low over there, just 80 to 120. So we've not even had that on yet, that warming oven, shall we?
No.
We've not even had it on yet.
Don't need it on.
And these are the ramekins we'll be using, folks, for the Yorkshire puddings. But you can use the silicone ones, they're fine as well.
There you are, people use these. I've seen it, people use
Oh,
these.
right. What's that, little cup cases?
Yeah, they're silicone.
Or muffin cases you could use as well, Shal, couldn't you?
Anything.
Yeah. Right, folks, we're about an hour off now from everything coming together. So Sharon's just going to transfer the potatoes, the Hasselback potatoes, folks, into our air fryer. And she's going to put them on for 200 degrees for 30 minutes. And we will be keeping an eye on them.
Let's put them in there.
And so exactly the same with the carrots and the parsnips. They, again, have received some oil just to coat them. And again, they'll go in our other tray, folks. Just tip them in.
Same amount.
So we've just whacked them on for 200 degrees for 10 minutes. And we'll obviously keep a check on them, won't we, baby?
Yeah.
Because we don't know.
I think they're going to take a bit longer, but I'm going to give them a good turn and all that. So
Yeah.
then after that, I should put the veg on now. And then after that one's free, I want that for the Yorkshire puddings.
So there we go, folks. That's sitting there just all ready now. We're not ready for that right yet. That will be, and the water we put in there, we'll be making our gravy with that as well. So it's all coming together, folks. It's just a matter of timings. That's like everything, really. You get the timings right, and then you'll soon learn after you've used it for a while. It basically, as I said to you before, it's just like having a mini oven on your worktop. No more bending down to the big oven. And we've not even put that on yet, shall we, for warming? As you can see there, our big oven is still off. Don't forget, we'll only be using that as a warming oven. We've not even put it on yet. So we're saving energy there already. Right, so you're just going to pour some water in our veg. Put the lid on. And she's just put that on low now, folks, as you can see. And that will just blip away. Things always cook quicker with the lid on, folks. Don't forget, keep the lid on. I'm getting really hungry, folks. I can't wait to cut that lamb up for you. We'll cut that up when it's ready, so stay tuned for that one. Right, folks, it's now a bit later, and let's pull the old veg out, baby. You're going to put them in the...
Put these in the oven now.
Yeah, just to keep warm. Let's have a little look at them, babe. Oh, go on then, tip them out then.
Because I want...
You've got the oil in there as well, haven't you? Don't forget. There you go, folks. So that's the roast veggies, which is now going to put... Look at them, look, they're cooked right through. Look, there we go. Look at that. Look at the way that just snaps open there, look. So we'll just keep them, and there's the parsnip, look. Again, depending on your air fryer will depend on how long the cooking time is. But just keep an eye on them, baby, innit?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So the veg is bubbling away. That can be turned right down or even turned off now, folks, because they'll actually be cooked, won't they? So here's our ramekins, and Sharon's just going to put a drop of oil. We use olive oil, folks, just in the bottom of the ramekins. And they're going to go into that container, which she's just evacuated the carrots and the parsnips out of. So we're just going to stick them in there. Will you get 5 in there? Right, well, we'll only get 4 of our type of ramekins in there, folks. That's not a problem. And she's going to preheat that oil. She's got it on for 8 minutes, but it won't take 8 minutes. It'll probably take 5 minutes, won't it? And the Hasselback potatoes, as you can see, are colouring up nicely now. And because they're quite big potatoes, folks, we might have to put them on for a bit longer. They've done
15 minutes so far.
They've done 15 minutes so far, folks. So,
Let's have a feel.
yeah, do you want to get the temperature probe out, shall? Just have a look inside with the temperature probe. Just to give people a visual indication as to what's going on. So just stick them in one of them. They'll probably find that they're coming up to temperature. In fact, they are hot, but they're still a little bit hard though, shall, aren't they?
No, they're not too bad. It's only the centre.
So we're going to go another 15 minutes in there. And our batter's already made up, ready to go. So we'll give that 5 minutes, folks, and then
it's time to cut the meat.
And then it's time to cut the meat. Right, folks. So while Sharon's doing that, I'm going to get the old. I'm going to turn this off now. And let's get this. Oh, this lamb looks absolutely lovely, folks.
I'll put your knife in your drawer.
Your big knife. I want my nice carving knife, which I got from a subscriber. So let's just get this lamb out now. Oh, it's fall apart, Sharon.
Well, that's why I always take the mat to it.
It's fall apart.
What's the idea of a slow cooked joint?
Of course it is. I'll show you this in a second, folks. Wow, this looks absolutely amazing. Let's show you a bit closer. Look at that. That is so tender, folks. Look at that, look. Look at the way it falls apart. Look, I'm going to have that bit.
Let's put some batter in these now.
Right. So that is bubbling, folks. You can see the oil bubble up around the Yorkshire puddings as she pours the batter into them. And they go straight back in. How long for, baby?
15 minutes.
So 15 minutes on them. But again, keep an eye on it, eh?
Yeah.
Look how she's checking all the time, folks, look. And even in the last few minutes, they're darkening off already there, look. They're starting to look really lovely. So let's just get this lamb cut up. It's going to be very hard to cut this, shell, because it's going to be fall apart, isn't it?
Lovely.
Look at that lamb, folks, look. We love our lamb pretty well cooked. We don't go into all that pink stuff.
Oh no.
But as you can see, the way that's falling apart there, look at that, look. Absolutely superb. Look at that. And you can see it doesn't dry out either. Although a lot of fluids come out of it, there is so much blinking juice in there. Oh, look. So I'll carry on cutting this, folks. And I'll see you in a minute. And as you can see now, folks, can you see with the Hasselback potato, you get them little slots in it, little slices. Absolutely lovely. And they're lovely and crisp as well, folks. So she's going to put them in the oven, just on low, with the roast potato, the roast carrots and the roast parsnips as well, folks. So as you can see, it's all coming together lovely now. Look at that one, folks. Look at this, look. Can you see that? Look, Hasselback potatoes, look. Absolutely lovely. Oh, that's hot. And she's just plonking in that last Yorkshire pudding.
And it'll be time for gravy.
Yep. Well done, baby. Super. Right, time to make the gravy, folks. We're just using some beef here. I know it's not lamb. And Sharon likes to get a bit of the old cooking liquor out of the meat juices, basically. And what we do then, we use the liquid out of the veg just to make our gravy up with, because that's loaded with vitamins, that. There we go. We don't waste anything here. As I say, it's a lot better than just using the old tap water, folks, because it's got loads of vitamins. Give it a good stir up, and that thickens up an absolute treat, and it's very, very tasty, isn't it, baby?
Oh, it's lovely. While you're there.
And while you're there, let's have a look at these Yorkshire puddings. Look at them, folks.
They're done.
Superb. How long was they on for in total? About 5 minutes, wasn't it?
No, about 12 them ones.
Oh, about 12 minutes, folks. And they don't stick to the bottom of the ramekins, as you can see. Look. Look at that. Superb. And that is only plain flour, folks. Not self-raising. And all she does now is start to dish it all up. The meat is there. I've cut that up now. She's just going to strain the veg off. And don't forget, folks, the only hob we've used is our little cooker there. Not this, none of that's been used at all, folks. Only the bottom oven for a warming oven. I'll tell you what, folks, we'll place it up and then we'll come back to you. So, see you in a minute. Oh, here we go, folks, look. Bringing it all together now. Oh, look at that. Absolutely superb, folks, look. What a lovely looking Sunday roast dinner that is. 4 full-size meals there, baby. Little one for baby Frank now. Over his little Hasselback potato. Absolutely fantastic, folks. Let's have a closer look at it, folks. Well, there you go, folks. Another fantastic roast dinner for our Sunday lunch, and we're going to thoroughly enjoy this.
Oh yeah.
This time it's roast lamb with all the trimmings. Last one we done was roast pork with all the trimmings as well. All done in our air fryer and also on our little hob and in the slow cooker. We've not turned our big range cooker on once, apart from just keeping it warm. Anyway, thanks very much, folks. Don't forget to check out our other foodie videos, and we've got lots of air fryer stuff in there as well. We'll start what we'll be doing?
I don't know.
Slow cooker, baby.
Yeah.
The ones in the slow cooker, we're going to be bringing you some stuff in there as well.
I'm going to do the rice pudding very shortly, I think.
Yeah, we've had a few requests for a rice pudding and also a cake, which is why we're trialling out one at the moment. And as soon as we get it right, we'll bring it to you. Anyway, thanks very much, folks. We'll see you in the next video. And until then,
bye-bye.
Let's go and eat this, baby. It looks fantastic.